Home of Office. Okay. Joel Ssenyonyi Nsekezi yakulira gavumenti ya Kyagulanyi mu Palamenti olwalwo lunaku olutongole lwalayiza kabineti ye gyagenda okukola nayo emirimu gy'oludda oluvuganya era wano waweeredde olukangaga lw'ebyo byagenda okutandikirako era byagenda okukola mu kisaanyizo kino eky'emyaka 2 gyatandise olunaku olwaleero officially. Today, Joel Ssenyonyi, the leader of opposition in Parliament, has laid down the key points he gonna tackle in this term of office. Okay, let's go and see what he is planning to do for us and for our country, Uganda, to have a better future.
Honorable members of Parliament, Director and staff of the Office of the Leader of the Opposition, distinguished guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I would like to firstly draw your attention to a pillar that is often regarded as the heartbeat of our nation, and that's the preamble of our Constitution, the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. In these few lines, we find a profound reflection of our history and poignant expression of the desired state envisioned by the framers of our country's constitution. Jurists across the world concur that if any provision can be called the cornerstone of the constitution, then it is the preamble. The preamble sets the base for not only the rule of law, but also the development agenda of our country. The preamble begins with the words, "We, the people of Uganda," recording our history, which has been characterized by political and constitutional instability. These opening words immediately acknowledge the historical context from which our nation emerged. They recognize the trials and tribulations of our past, marked by political and constitutional challenges that have shaped the very fabric of Uganda. As we reflect on our history, we understand that Uganda has experienced moments of turbulence and uncertainty. The framers of our constitution were acutely aware of the need to address and rectify the issues that have hindered the progress and stability of our nation. The preamble serves as a testament to their commitment to learning from the past and forging a new path forward. The next segment of the preamble declares, "Desiring to secure for ourselves and our posterity a stable and peaceful environment." These words articulate a clear vision for the future, a future characterized by stability and peace. This is a powerful statement of intent, reflecting the framers' aspiration to break free from the shackles and instability and create an environment where both the current and future generations can thrive. What lessons do we draw from these fundamental recitals, honorable colleagues? To me, the resilience of the people of Uganda stands as a testament to the enduring spirit in the face of adversity. For too long, our nation has grappled with heavy burdens of human rights abuses, political oppression, and economic mismanagement, perpetuated by authoritarian leadership. These afflictions have cast a shadow of uncertainty over the future of our beloved country, inflicting untold suffering upon the citizens. Shamelessly, these atrocities have continued resurging over time and regimes to date. As the opposition in Parliament, we emerge as beacons of change, steadfast in our commitment to chart a new course for our country, Uganda. Our mission is clear: to champion transparency and accountability through the invocation of parliamentary and constitutional mechanisms, holding the government accountable for its actions and inactions. It is imperative that we usher in a paradigm shift in our policy framework, setting the stage for progress and prosperity. Over the next 2.5 years, our agenda is a resolute one: to combat the pervasive forces of corruption, to draw attention to the shortcomings in service delivery, and to advocate for the sanctity of the rule of law and respect for human rights. Let me say that. Over the next 2.5 years, our agenda is a resolute one. To combat the pervasive forces of corruption. Number 2, to draw attention to the shortcomings in service delivery and to advocate for the sanctity of the rule of law and respect for human rights. Honorable colleagues, we lose over 10 trillion shillings annually to corruption. According to the Ministry of Health, the cost of constructing and equipping a health center for is about 13 billion shillings. Now, this 10 trillion shillings can construct and equip 769 health center force annually. But sadly, all of this is stolen by thieves in our country. Those who are educated, they speak good English, they dress smartly, and appear to have the country at heart. Yet the reality is that they are thieves. You know, nowadays there's words that people use for corruption: misappropriation, squandering resources, things like misallocation, words that don't bring out the real element of what this is. These people are thieves, and it's important to call them what they are. Service delivery in our country has continued to plunge, with the citizenry not getting the benefits of their tax money. From healthcare to education to other sectors of the economy, there's a paucity of service delivery. Health workers are poorly remunerated. No wonder they seek employment elsewhere. When Ugandans travel across the world for treatment, some of the doctors they meet in Kenya, South Africa, the UK are actually Ugandan doctors. They have run away from here because we don't find them. Teachers are complaining about their salary disparities. Science teacher today earns about 4 million shillings, an arts teacher about 1 million shillings. They do the same work, sit in the same staff room, and we think it's okay. It's not okay. If we are serious about bolstering sciences, build laboratories. It doesn't make sense for you to segregate the science teachers, particular amount of money, but they are not equipped with what to use with the tools. Students meet test tubes, burettes, and all this other equipment. Some of them for the first time in their final examination room. But we are making a lot of noise about sciences. We need to put our money where our mouth is. Men and women in uniform live in deplorable conditions, in addition to poor pay. Police, the lowest ranking police officer earns about 395,000 shillings. When you go to the army, just about the same amount, 400,000 shillings. It's also similar for prison officers. How? How do we expect them to take care of the families, take them to school, and serve the nation at the same time? When you go where they live, you shudder. Even refugees live better. And somehow, we imagine it's not a big deal. It is a big deal. It's even more problematic for folks in police who are going to mandatorily serve with the circle called Exodus Circle. They serve by force. But when the time reaches for them to access their money, it is complicated. And if they cannot speak out, because disciplinary action will be taken against them. Honorable colleagues, these and other Ugandans deserve better. Let's unequivocally amplify their pride. Disregard for the rule of law and human rights violations have become commonplace under this regime. From missing persons like John Bosco Chibalama and several others like him, to those unfairly detained for lengthy durations, like Olivia Lutaya and others like her, to torture victims, all of whose only crime, police, is that they don't support the current establishment. As representatives of the people, we should and we shall be their voice on these matters. They're counting on us, local colleagues. They're counting on you and me to be their voice. Let us not let them down. We stand in solidarity with the Ugandan citizenry voicing their grievances, including the scourge of illegal land evictions and the unlawful occupation of land. Together, let us embark on this journey towards a brighter and more meaningful tomorrow for Uganda, where justice prevails, where all rights are safeguarded, and where the promise of a better future becomes a reality. United in purpose, we shall overcome the challenges that lie ahead, forging a path towards a nation where the aspirations of its people are realized and celebrated. Colleagues, we have taken oath. Firstly, we took oath of office as members of Parliament. Now, as shadow cabinet ministers, we have taken oath. I appeal to us by the masses of God. Let's adhere to this oath. Because the oath we have taken is not just us paying allegiance to the Constitution of Uganda, but to the people of Uganda, who expect us to be their voice regarding the issues that are of concern to them. Let's remain steadfast. May they see themselves in us as leaders, in what we do, in what we say, in how we operate. May they not see us as part of the problem. May they see us as part of the solution. As leaders who care about them, leaders who are concerned about the quandaries that they grapple with on a daily basis. May we be their voice, that unequivocal voice. And by the way, colleagues, as we do this, we'll face numerous challenges. Numerous challenges. But they are not insurmountable. And as we keep doing what we ought to do, we will keep triumphing over the odds that are against us. And there are many ahead of us. Some have already started. And in some cases, even in a petty form. The other day, we went for an oversight tour of the roads in Kampala. Roads that are in such bad shape. Kampala generates 60% of this country's revenue. But just look at the mess it is. The roads are in a shambolic state. When we talk about these things, some people say we are political. So we said, no, we now need to go on ground and show the country what we are talking about. There is not politics, it is reality. That's why we went. And all the processes have been cleared and so on. No sooner had we got into the field than the parliamentary cars were withdrawn. Costars. Can you imagine how petty we can become? And someone thinks they will frustrate our work. No, they will not. And what we did on that day, we said, it's okay, now that the costars are being withdrawn, we will hire ordinary taxis. So that we keep doing the work that we are going to do. And that's how we shall keep operating. No one will stand in the way of our mandate. No one. So, we might meet many more such challenges because in keeping the government in check, we will do it, number one, in Parliament, on the floor of the House, and we shall be the voice of our people. And we shall speak all the English we are going to speak. Yes, we shall. But every so often we shall take Parliament to the people. We shall go out there and keep the government in check. So we'll do it both ways. On the floor Parliament, we shall keep them in check. But we are going to continuously go out there to the field to keep them in check there. And so we are coming. We are putting everyone on notice, everyone that thinks they will frustrate our work, you have been put on notice. We are coming. Because that's our duty. That's our mandate. Next week we are going to Lower Hospital. We want to see what's there. Billions of shillings have been pumped into that place. We don't know what's going on there. This is a hospital that should have been completed around 2019. Until we are. Every year, lots of monies are pumped there. It's our mandate to go and establish what is the taxpayers' money doing here that is pumped there every year. So we are coming. I'm not disguided by SSC and I don't know what. I don't care. It is our mandate, given to us by the people of Uganda and by God, to keep the government in check, to follow the money, wherever it is. So we are coming to the hospital. And elsewhere, we shall come to Yakugarwa Stadium because the promise was made to build that stadium. Some money was dispatched. We want to find out what is going on there. We are coming. We are coming to Nambole. Over 97 million shillings has been pumped to revamp that stadium. We want to establish what's going on there. And no one will stand in our way because we are duty bound. So anyone that does not like us being in these offices, we are not in these offices by the masses of anybody. We are in these offices courtesy of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda and the people of Uganda. And so we shall be out there. We are coming where the Balalo situation is happening. Yes, we are coming as leaders of the people to establish what's going on, to interact with the people there, and to hear out their cries. So that when we are speaking in Parliament, it's not just hearsay, but we are going to the ground, hug the people, and then we come and legislate. That's how it should be. And no one will stand in our way. So we are coming. And we keep encouraging colleagues. There's numerous challenges in the areas where you come from. We shall come. Because that's part of our duty. And so we'll keep taking Parliament to the people. So that as we say what we have to say on the floor of Parliament, like I'm saying, it's not hearsay. So then no one will say, you guys are just politicking. Because sometimes, especially regime propagandists, they keep using that narrative. These guys are just politicking. Now we shall come on ground. So that people see what exactly is happening. No need zero. Some people have dismissed that now for a very long time. We are coming to interact with those people and establish what's going on. So that when we are talking about these things, no one says it's political. Many Ugandans are being evicted off their land. We are coming to those hotspot areas. Yes, we are coming. Because it's our duty. It's our mandate to keep this government in charge. I appeal to the people of Uganda. Let us all work for Uganda that works for all Ugandans. Let us all work for a Uganda that works for all Ugandans. I call upon religious leaders, civil society, opinion leaders, and members of the general public. Let's not be silent as our country plans further. It's not just the right thing for us all to do. It is our duty as citizens of this country to work towards a better country. To our colleagues in the NRM, these issues concern you too. Yes, they do. A sinking boat is detrimental to all its occupants. No one is safe when there is bad governance, when there is corruption at skyrocketing levels, when there is disregard for the rule of law, human rights violations. No one is safe. It's only a matter of time. And hopefully, our colleagues in general know that. And I can cite some examples. I've been citing examples over time. Because sometimes people think that they are safe in a sense. They feel they are insulated. It's only a matter of time. The Honorable Mama Babazi was the biggest proponent of the Public Water Management Act. And he did say it through and became law. When he fell out with the regime, he was the first victim. As he was ready to buy, the later Felix Kawensi arrested him and said, "Boss, you're the one who passed this law. It's what I'm using." Many Babas did not think that day would come. It came. General Kalieches Kaikula, when he was IGP, he kept saying this 48-hour rule needs to be thrown out the window. Because we need to hold on to the suspects for as many days as we can, as we gather evidence. When Kaihura fell out with this regime, he was arrested and detained for several days. I saw Kaihura before the General Court Martial. His lawyer, Eddie Karumanga, making a case for him and saying, "My Lord Chairman of the General Court Martial, this my client has been held for more than the 48 mandatory days. Please release him to go to his family." Now that he needed that kind of principle of the Lord to work for him, it was not in place because he had participated vehemently in throwing it out the window. And now he was suffering the same. Kale Kaihura did not think that day would come. It came. And so our colleagues in the NRM, don't wait for that day to come. It will come. So you might think it is okay. These opposition supporters whose rights are being violated, who are being abducted, who are being locked up in jail for donkeys years simply because they don't support this regime, and you say it is okay. The day of reckoning will come. So let's fight for good governance, for respect for the rule of law. All of us get to benefit. And I've heard the DPP the other day was saying that this 48-hour rule needs to be revisited. DPP, why do you arrest people before you carry out investigations? That's what you should be concerned about. Tell police that, look, before you arrest anybody, make sure you have sufficient evidence, cogent evidence. Then you can arrest them. But if you want to arrest people, then begin to carry out investigation. When you go to, by the way, many police posts in this country have been locked up in a couple of them. A CPS is a dungeon down there, was locked up there for some time. You find people that have been there for months. Chigaron police have been held there as well. Asangati spent some days there as well. And several others. In a police cell, people that have been held there for weeks, for months. This is not right. It's not acceptable. Carry out investigations and then execute an arrest. And when you arrest, take people to court. Not holding them in detention, some people are no detention facilities, safe houses. And even when you eventually take them to court, I'll plead to the courts of law. Can you dispense justice? If the state is saying they are still gathering evidence, 3 to 4 years down the road, you still gathering evidence. It does not exist. So we are calling on the judiciary. You're meant to dispense justice. Do not be a complicit of injustice. Give people bail. As the state continues to gather evidence, if it does exist. Even better, drop the charges. Dismiss the charges because 3 to 4 years down the road, sure. And like I'm saying, this can happen to anybody. I've also heard there's been a lot of talk that for certain offenses, bail should be scrapped. There's a cardinal principle of our Constitution, Article 28(3)(a). Any suspect is innocent until proved guilty or until they have considered that guilty. So how do you say that for particular offenses, this one, no, don't grant them bail because it's a serious offense? Because then you are judging them guilty before the courts of law do that. So again, we call on our colleagues in the NRM. This is not just for us in the opposition. Of course, they will target us. They will trap up all manner of charges, terrorism, treachery, and all of these different things. So that they can hold us forever without bail. But even you in the NRM, you will fall out with the regime tomorrow, and it will happen to you. So let's be sober. Let's use our hands. Now, on that course, it's been a practice that has gained the normative status that we convene as the opposition to point the country to the priorities that we shall pursue. I appreciate my predecessors for setting a good base. We commit that during our tenure, we shall continue using this platform to chart out our policy priorities and an alternative budget. In that vein, this year's theme will be building resilient communities, a human rights approach to resource allocation. It's important to think about the people of Uganda as we allocate resources. That's important. And their rights. In a few weeks ahead, we shall unveil this, our alternative budget, and show Ugandans how our country's resources ought to be allocated from our perspective. So this process has kicked off. Today we are pointing the country to areas that we want to lay emphasis on. And like I've said, 3 kind of ones, among several others. Want to push back against corruption, expose it to the core, show Ugandans how much of their money is being stolen, from where and by who. Want to push back against poor service delivery. Ugandans pay taxes. They deserve services. And we'll push back against disregard for the rule of law and disrespect for human rights. Yes, we will. And like we're saying, we want to rally Ugandans to join this fight. Let's not think that this is a fight for just members of parliament. It's a fight for all of us. And as members of parliament, we commit to do our job. We commit to push back. We commit to raise our voices regarding these issues. But we are calling on religious leaders. We are calling on civil society organizations, cultural leaders, opinion leaders, all of us as the people of Uganda. Parliament alone is not going to change our country. It will not. We also what happened to the Yakugarwa in the previous parliament. Our MPs put up a critical fight. They did all they could. But the state still had its way. Where were the rest of us Ugandans? So we want to encourage Ugandans. Please don't just cheer us on. Because we are few in number, we shall do everything we have got to do, and that's a pledge and to make on behalf of my colleagues. We'll do everything we can. But again, we are asking Ugandans out there, please join this fight. Parliament alone will not do it. It's a very structured place. Too structured. You've got 2-3 minutes to speak. How much do you say in those 2-3 minutes? Because we are too many. And again, to say what you are going to say, you've got to cut the eye of the speaker. How many are we for that to happen? So it's a very controlled formal place. And we'll do what we are going to do, the formalities therein. But we are asking Ugandans for this country to change, for the true change we are pursuing to happen. All of us must collectively join this fight. The purpose of this 2-day meeting is to share views, peer review, and constructively contribute to the overall priorities and the alternative budget. We are privileged to have in our midst the distinguished former leaders of the opposition and practitioners in this area from civil society, ready to share their views and experiences on the exercise we are to embark on, and to appreciate the Honorable Matthias Mpuga, former leader of the opposition, now Commissioner, the Honorable Winnie Giza, who will be joining us shortly. Mr. Julius Mukunda, EDCS Back, has joined us. Thank you for honoring our invitation and for creating time to join us for this engagement. For this hearing, we have detailed the opposition priority areas, issues that we want to focus on, issues that we want to make a big deal about, and no one will silence us. Like I've said, there's 3 cardinal issues: corruption, poor service delivery, disregard for the rule of law and human rights violations. But there are several others that we have listed there, which I'll be focusing on. Ladies and gentlemen, I now take the honor to launch the opposition priority areas 2024-2026, aimed at ensuring effective checks and balances, fostering accountability, and championing the diverse voices of our fellow citizens. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate you for committing time to this exercise for God and my country. Thank
you. Joel Ssenyonyi Nsekezi bw'atyo bw'amaliriza ensonga ze okuzirambika obulungi. Agambye key area priorities, key areas, key priority areas, ensonga zebagenda okusimbako omulaka mu kisanja kino okulaba ng'ate zimalirizibwa oba zirinyibwa ku nfeete mu kutereeza eggwanga lyaffe Uganda okusobola okufuna ensi ennungi naye ng'ekisinga obukulu Kyagulanyi kyemalira General Dr. Museveni tulabira abeewaabwe tusobosigaza ensi yaffe wamanga yeebaza. Mbagala nnyo byebyo tujja kuba tuddamu twogere bwana bakkiriza Dunda